Hello, everyone, and welcome to round 2 of Deadpool Legendary. And so, if you want to hear all the rules, usually in the first week around that I do this, I will go through all the rules, talk through everything, and etc. Deadpools are entertaining just because it's Deadpool, so feel free to check that out. There's a couple new words, a new type of cards, or words on cards. Excessive violence, which means if you spend one more attack than what's required, then you can use the excessive violence for the cards that you used. That one time you cannot use more excessive violence later in your turn. So it's like a one time per turn thing. And then there's a revenge. So revenge means that the villains or Mastermind gets +1 attack for each one of that kind. Usually it's for that kind of villain. So it'll say revenge for blah 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 on the card. And so you have to follow that. Alright, this week we got Macho Gomez for the Mastermind. Revenge for Deadpool's friends, which is who he always leads. Again, you don't have to follow always leads in the plan for solo work, but as a group you do. So I'm following that just so you can see how they work together. All right, and then the Master Strike for him. Put this strike in front of you as a bounty on your head. Then each player gains a wound for each bounty on them. Any number of times during your turn, you may pay one recruit to move a bounty from you to the player to your left. Unfortunately, I don't have a player to my left, so it doesn't get to move, right? It doesn't say I have any other options. So this is where solo play actually kind of hurts you more, right? So when you get the Master Strike, you put the strike in front of you as a bounty. So they gain a wound for each. Okay, so it's going to happen one time. I'll gain a wound. It'll be there. It'll just be there because I won't get another Master Strike. So not a huge deal. I'll gain a wound. But that's that. All right, now with a group setting, you're going to get up to 5 of them. So there's that. Okay, the scheme. Deadpool wants a Chimichanga. How appropriate. All right, so you got 6 twists, 12 total bystanders in the villain deck. All bystanders represent Chimichangas. They're bystanders too. You add a villain group if there are 3 to 5 players, which I do, of course. Okay, then you say nobody eats just one Chimichanga. Whenever you play a Chimichanga from the villain deck, i.e. bystander, right? Play another card from the villain deck. All right, so bystander comes up, it represents a Chimichanga, which they would be a bystander. So if there's a villain, that villain captures it. Right, so if not, it goes to the Macho Gomez as a captured bystander / Chimichanga. All right, now when you get a twist, put each Chimichanga from the city into the escape pile. So if Gomez has it, he's not in the city. So that's an interesting little, I don't know if intended or not, but that's a little side thing. Then into the escape pile. Then each player shuffles a Chimichanga from their victory pile back into the villain deck. Any player who cannot do this also gains a wound. So if you haven't got one in your villain deck, you gain a wound, or in your victory pile, you gain a wound. Okay. Evil wins when 6 Chimichangas are in the escape pile. Ouch. All right. Well, there you go. So there's that. See, the Mastermind is a 9+, right? So because of the revenge, he can be a lot more than that, but he starts out at 9. In the HQ, we've got a solo, who's a 1.5, and for both recruit and attack, right? No, nothing special, just that. We got a Stingray, who's a 4+. You can KO a card from your hand or discard pile. If you play a Merc's card ahead of that, you get a half a point for each hero in the KO pile. Interesting. Okay. And then we got a Bob, a Hydra agent, 1.5 attack. You've got a solo that's a 0+ recruit and a 2.5. For excessive violence, you get a +1 recruit. And then I've got a 4 attack Bob, agent of Hydra. If you play a covert, you can look at the top card of another player's deck. Pretty much that's just a 4 attack card in solo play. All right. There you go. That's the setup. That's what we got going on. And first card is a Weasel as a villain. All right, revenge for Deadpool's friends. So if anytime I fight when he gets +1 for each of my victory pile. Anyway, ambush. Each player simultaneously passes a card from their hand to the player on their left. If you fight him, same effect. Since there's no other players, it really doesn't apply. So, I mean, more interesting when you're in a group, obviously. Deadpool's more of a group I think kind of a group expansion focus. So, as most are, of course. All right, we've got 2 attack and 4 recruit. So that doesn't, I can't attack anybody, but I got 4 recruits. So I could get a solo card and a Hydra card, or a Bob Agent Hydra card, or this other solo card. This one's a 2.5 attack. With excessive violence, you can get 1 recruit. This is a 1.5 and a 1.5. Interesting. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take this 2 recruit solo card and then this 2 recruit Bob. I'm gonna go with that. Just to have more cards. That's all. All right. Second hand, we got a Scheme Twist. All right. So again, Scheme Twist. Put each Chimichanga from the city in the escape pile. None. Woo! Then you shuffle a Chimichanga from the victory pile back in the villain deck. Any player who cannot gains a wound. So I gain a wound. Okay, happens to be a grievous wound. I can spend 5 recruit points to KO it if I feel like it. Alright. Now I've got 2 attack and 4 recruit again. Alright. Here's a Stingray card. It's a 1.5 attack. You get to draw a card. And you can move a villain to an adjacent city space. If somebody's already there, you can swap them. So I'm going to take that one. Drawing of the cards is generally a decent thing to have. An extra card in your hands. Nothing wrong with that. So I'm going to go ahead and take that one. Got replaced by a solo card. 3.5 attack. If you play a tech card ahead of that. Sorry, I dropped the card. Excuse me. Then, so it says tech. Does the top card of your deck have a gun in the art? If so, draw that gun. Oh, then the flavor text. Who can make me a gun that shoots out little guns? Deadpool. Okay, alright. So I'm glad people have a sense of humor about this whole thing. It's good. You know, it's supposed to be fun. Alright, here's a Chimichanga. Alright? So when you get a Chimichanga, it acts... Okay, so that's Chimichanga. It's also a bystander, so captures, but I have to play another one, which is a Scheme Twist. So... they escape. Alright. And I have to... Oh, and I need to KO somebody from here. I forgot to do that earlier. So, I should do this one. And I got to KO another one. So, I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to KO one of these Bobs because there's 2 of them. 6 recruit. It's a nice card, but there's 2 of them and I don't have that many recruit points yet. So, we'll just get going. If you heard that, that's my dog. Sorry about the barking. Anyway, oh, by the way, I got this high Stingray card that popped out. That's his top card. It's a 4+ attack. Right? That I was talking about. So that's his top card. It's kind of nice. If I can get a bunch of recruit points, that would be sweet. Okay, so that handles all the stupid things that I missed, like KOing a card with a Scheme Twist. When there's extra rules, you gotta, you really gotta pay attention and follow. Follow protocol as best you can. It didn't affect the gameplay that much, so I'm not overly worried about that mistake. I'll try not to do it again. Okay. Alright. So here we go. Okay, I'm going to draw a card. I'm not going to move anybody around. So that's 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5. I can fight Weasel because he's a 4. And I'm not going to worry about the old... excessive force or anything because nobody has that. He does. No, he doesn't. So, okay, so that takes care of him. And I've got 3 recruit points. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this solo card that's a 1.5 recruit and a 1.5 attack. Gets replaced by the same one. And we'll go from there. Okay, now what do we got? We've got Blind Owl and Deuce. Revenge for the Deadpool friends. To fight Blind Owl, you also got to drop a Deuce. Discard a card with a 2 printed anywhere on it. Deuces are dog, obviously. Everybody, or when they escape, everybody drop a Deuce. So you have to discard a card. All right, 2 fight him. So you got to fight. You got to 2. I do have a couple of those. So if I wanted to fight him, I could, but I have to discard it first. All right. So, I'm going to play this one first. Reveal the top card. If it's a 0 or a shield, a shield, you draw it, which I did. Okay. That's a 1.5 attack. That's a 3 attack. You got to also draw. Okay, discard a card with a 2 on. I can't really do that. Okay. But I do have 1.5 recruit. I'm not going to fight Blind Out. I'm going to leave it alone. Because what I'm going to do instead is I have 5.5 recruit points. I'm going to go ahead and KO this wound. Just get rid of it. Not worry about other stuff yet. Okay, it's early on in the game. Just going to get rid of it. Better or worse, that's what I'm going to do. I normally don't. I normally don't worry about it too much. So it was actually just kind of an experiment to see if that my normal strategy's working the way I think it should. All right, there's another Chimichanga. Okay, I got to play another card. Another Chimichanga. And then we got Taskmaster. All right, ambush. Taskmaster captures a bystander. Okay, during your turn, Taskmaster gets plus attack equal to the highest cost hero you played this turn. Huh. Okay. So he's a 3+. So if I can get to 3 without a whole lot of points, then great. Can't do that. So he would end up being... Ooh, boy. Okay, so he's a 3+. So 1, 2.5, 4. So he would be a 5. Man, he's making it hard. Then he's 7. Yeah, that's a cool card. I like that. Yeah, that's very interesting. Okay, cool. Anyway, so I have to discard a 2 if I fight him. Okay. Yeah, I'll do it. All right, so we're going to draw a card. And I'm going to go ahead and... That's 1/2. So I'm going to play this one. I get to draw another card. That's 3 attack. I need to drop a deuce. Alright, and then I've got those 2 guys in there. And I've got 2 Chimichangas. Alright, so... Oh, he was a 3, which I had. Sorry, I said 2. He was a 3. But I did have 3 attack points, so I didn't cheat on that one. So here's another one. Which I'll just discard. Doesn't matter. And then 4 recruit points. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take another one of these solo cards and another Bob card. They're low cards as far as attacks, but they start to add up and might KO some of those, the usual shield agent stuff, and they'll show up more often. That's a pretty standard strategy as far as word cards go. Okay, next card we have another Chimichanga. You play another card with a scheme twist. Okay, so now these escape. That's 3. I can only get 6 total. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Put each Chimi. Then each player shuffles a Chimi in the. Okay, and then I gotta shuffle this into the villain deck. Yeah. Okay. And then that is that. Okay. And I gotta KO somebody from the hero. I'm gonna go ahead and KO this Bob. Now I've got 2 of these solo ones. That's the guns on my guns. So it's a 3.5 attack. If you play a tech card, you can draw the next card on your deck. So all right, still 3.5 attack. That's nice. All right. So here's the thing. This guy is not revenge. Not to worry about that. But you get plus attack equal to the cost here you played this turn. So again, if I can get to 3 without cost, he's a 3. 1, 2, 3, boom. Taskmaster's out of here. Okay. And then I got 1.5 here, but that's so I have 3.5 recruit points. I'll go ahead and take a shield officer card for that. Oh, whoops, I don't need that. Okay, excellent. Still have a Chimichanga in my victory pile. So, yay. Means I won't get a wound, right, if we knock him out. But here's the thing. Okay, I got, what, 6 twists? Yeah, 6 twists. 3 of them are gone. So I'm halfway down. The deck's pretty high up, so meaning the villain deck. I still got a lot of cards in there, so we'll see what happens here. What do we got? We have Weasel. Okay, ambush. Each player side time. Okay, so I pass a card to myself. Whatever. Okay, so he's got revenge for Deadpool's friends. I have 3 of them. He's a 7. Macho is still a 9. Not going to make it there. I don't have nearly that much, so I'll just discard this. 1.5. I have 5.5 recruit points. So I'm going to take the solo with 3.5 attack. It's awesome. Alright, we got a Stingray, new Stingray card that's a 3 recruit. Excessive violence. You can KO one of your cards or a card from your discard pile. So if I have a wound, right, I could play that if I do excessive violence. Again, excessive violence, play it, use 1 extra attack point for whatever you're attacking. You get to use excessive violence for cards that you played up to that point. So I'd have to play that first and then the attacks. Then I could KO a wound or whatever I wanted to KO if that came up. So that's how you could use that one. Okay, yep, I think I got that. Alright, then we have a hand ninja. Alright. What's nice about those, you fight them, you get a +1 recruit. It's not even a bad thing per se. Alright, again, he's a 9. Weasel's a 7. And Ninja is a 3. Okay. So I can get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reveal the top card of my deck. It is not... Oh, it is a Hydra agent. So I get to draw it. I'll play another one. I get to draw it. So that's 3, 4, 5.5, 7. Boom! I'm going to go ahead and take Weasel. Okay, great. I have 3 recruit points. I'll discard that one. 5 recruit points. So I can grab that solo again. I kind of want the attack points, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I've got a lot of tech cards. There's a lot of tech in my heroes, as you can kind of see. So I don't reference this a ton, but on the side of the screen you can see... these cards that I made, these are my separator cards for my expansion set. I built a couple boxes to hold them all, and I made these separator cards to keep track of everything. And on them, you can kind of see, I don't know, maybe it's not very, very clear, but you can kind of see, if you look at the top one on solo, you can see that there's instinct and tech and instinct and tech. And if you were able to get in there, it probably gets fuzzy. Quality-wise to look at this, but it shows you which cards are there's only 1 of, then 3 of, 5, and 5, and so at a glance you can kind of tell what kind of cards you're going to get with that hero, and it also shows you attacker or recruit points and or how much it costs to recruit it, right? So there's that. Okay. Anyway, just so if you look on the side there, you can see how there's a lot of tech cards floating out there. So being able to play a tech card is going to be easier than most. Alright, so I just pulled up on the HQ a Stingray card. 1.5 attack, you draw a card. I think I have one of those. Okay, here's a Chimichanga. Do another one, another Chimichanga. Another Chimichanga, oh boy. And Sluggo. Okay, so Revenge for Deadpool's friends. So he now is a 9. Fight, excessive violence. Gain the hero from the HQ with the lowest cost, or tied for lowest. Okay. If he escapes, each player gains a wound. Okay. So here's the thing. I can, rescue those guys for the hand ninja for 3 attack points. That's nice. Okay. I don't have to worry about all kinds of stuff. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play this Hydra. That's 1.5. This is 3, and I get to draw a card. Oh, interesting. He's a 9. 3, 4, 5.5, 9. I can get to Sluggo. Ooh, I could get to Macho. Huh. Ooh, he's Revenge for Deadpool's friends. So he's now a 13. Okay, yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Alright, so he's a 13. He's out of my league. But I could get Sluggo, or I could grab this and not worry about it. Very interesting. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and fight the ninja. Okay. This one I gain as a hero when I rescue it, so it's no longer a Chimichanga, it's a hero. Alright, so there's that. I do get +1 recruit, so I have a 1 recruit so far. And then, okay, so that takes care of those 3 points. Then I have one more, 2.5. That's 6. If this has a gun, I draw it. It does, so I get to draw it. It's an agent. Okay, so 6. Not quite enough. So, okay, I have 1.5, 4.5, 6.5 recruit points. So I'm going to go ahead and take this Bob for 6. That's a 4 attack. Kind of like that one. Okay. Well, that was pretty good. That was nice. Well, I had 7.5. Yeah, I still would have done the same thing. Because I didn't get 8. I had one recruit from the Hand Ninja, so I did have 7.5, but I didn't have 8. Otherwise, I would have taken the Stingray. Anyway, speaking of Stingray, that's the card that came up to replace it, and you draw. It's a half a point plus. You draw a card. If you play a tech card, you get +2 attack, usable only against villains in the sewers, bridge, or the Mastermind. So you can get 2.5 if you play a tech card. So, it could be helpful. Alright, again, so he is a 9. Oh, I gotta draw a card here. So, okay, we got Blind Owl and Deuce again. Okay. So he's Revenge. He is now 1, 2, 3, 4. He's a 6. He's a 9. He's a 13. And I gotta discard a 2. 6, 9, or 13. I can't get to that. I can only get to 3.5. So I'm just going to discard these guys and then get 4.5 recruit points. I'm going to take this Stingray that's a 1.5 attack. You get to draw a card. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Okay. Do a little shuffly. Alright, so we've got Sluggo out there. We've got Blind Owl and Deuce, and then Macho Gomez. I've got a few Chimmies in reserve here in case that Master Strike comes up, or when a Scheme Twist comes up, which have only been 3 so far. So, got that. Okay, next hand. Did I do Blind Owl? Was that last hand? Oh man, no. I confused myself. Alright, I'll just do another card. Alright, a Hand Ninja. I don't know if that was right or wrong. So, crucify me in the comments if you feel like it. I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, so got a Hand Ninja, so that should be easy to take. So again, Blind Owl is a 6. We got a 9 and a 13. 6, 9, 13. I can get to 5, 6.5, 7.5. So I can take out Blind Owl. Let's see, 7.5. Yeah, that'd be 6. 5, 6. Yeah, I can get to 6. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do this one. It is a shield agent. So that's 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 7. If it has a gun, this does not have a gun, so I don't get to draw it. But I do have 7, so I'm going to go ahead and take out Blind Owl, and I have to discard this one for it. So I'll take him out. And then I have 2 recruit points. Yeah, I'll take the Stingray. It's got that half attack plus. Okay, well, there's that one. Whew. So now he's a 10. He's a 14. Yeah, this is going to be tough. I got to get a lot of attack points, which I have a fair amount here. This is kind of nice. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw a card. And then I'm going to move him over. Okay. I'm going to draw another card that gives me 3 attack points. 4.5, 6 attack points. Okay, he's a 10. 6 attack points. This is 10. I'm going to go ahead and take Sluggo out. If I fight him, I don't have extra, so we'll just leave it alone. Right? Yeah. So, I got 5 of them now. He's now a 14. Ay, caramba. Okay, I have 3 recruit points from this. This is 5, 7, 8 recruit points. I'm taking the Stingray. Excellent. So that worked out pretty well. That worked out very well, actually. That was a really good hand. High recruit, got Nice out of there. Okay, there's a Chimichanga. Another Chimichanga. And a Scheme Twist. There's the fourth one. That is now 5 KO'd / escaped Chimis. So one more Scheme Twist and I lose. Oh, goody. And I haven't fought Gomez, and he's now a 15. Yeah, this is gonna be a lose, most likely. Yeah, I'm okay. I'll play it. Okay, 3.5 attack. I'm gonna go ahead and fight the ninja, and then I got 1 recruit point for that, so that's 5 recruit points total. Yeah, I'll take this solo for 3, and then this solo for 2. Okay, and we're just gonna hope that Scheme Twists don't come up, because I get a Scheme Twist. Well, unless I get one without any Chimichangas out in the city, right? So I either want a Chimichanga right now, because that goes to the Mastermind, or I want a Scheme Twist. Oh, I need to KO a hero. Wait, that wasn't up on the board yet. So that one was... Okay, sorry. So I gotta remember to do that. So gotta KO a hero from the HQ 6 or less every time a Scheme Twist comes up. So with all these extra rules, that one seems to be escaping me too many times. So I apologize for that. Alright, well... Here we go. Okay, so we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. And we have a Scheme Twist. Okay, that's number 5. There's no Chimis out there. Right? Okay, and then I have to shuffle one of my Chimis back into the villain deck. Did I do that last time? I don't think I did that last time. I'm going to have to do that here. I'm going to put 2 in. Like I said, there's a lot of this. The halves, you got to remember revenge. There's excessive violence going on. The scheme has stuff you're supposed to do. So I got to take it a little bit slower, think through each move, and go with that. Anyway, that's 5 Scheme Twists. And I got to KO another hero. Okay, so KO that one. All right. Okay, now I think I'm caught up. Unbelievable. All right, let's see what we got here. Well, a fair amount of attacks. That's cool. I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. Okay. So I have... Now, he's a 15, so let's see how close I can get. I don't think I can quite make it, but... All right, I got 3, 4.5... that's 8. There's no gun on it, so there's 11.5. So 11.5. I mean, it's a lot of attack. 2 recruit points. I'll go ahead and take this Bob, and we'll leave it at that. Okay. Oh boy. All right. What do we got? Another Scheme Twist. Okay, that's the last Scheme Twist. Interesting. So I have to put this out there. That means, unless they escape, a Chimichanga escapes with a villain, I can still win this. Interesting. That's interesting. So that actually, so, you know, technically, unless they escape, I can't lose. All right. That one goes to Macho, Sluggo. Okay. All right. Well, here we go. Let's see what we got. Again, Macho is a 15. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to play this guy. He's a tech. That's a 2.5 attack. Doesn't really matter. Just want to be able to do it. And then for 7, I'm going to go ahead and take this Agent Bob card. It's a 4 attack. And I need a lot of attack cards. So, yeah, I think I need to leave it alone and not fight these guys. Just try to get to 15, fight him without anybody escaping. I think that's my strategy at this point. Okay, we got a Hand Ninja. So fighting them is not going to hurt me at all. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't have to worry about keeping Chimichangas in my victory pile because there's no more Scheme Twist to have them escape or shuffle back in, so I'm good there. So really it's just to focus on getting to 15 attack points. Alright, so I'm going to draw a card. That's 1.5 attack. That is 3 attack. Okay, so that's a 3 attack. 4, 5, 6.5, 9. Well, I'm going to use 4 to fight this hand ninja. That gives me another recruit point here. So 1, 2, 3.5, 4.5 recruit points. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take this Stingray. Okay, awesome. Yeah, getting to 15 attack points is tough. Okay, there's the Master Strike. Okay, so blames a wound. Okay, but there's a bounty on your head. Then each player gains a wound for each bounty on their head. Okay, so there you go. Gained a wound. And any number of times you're going to pay to move a bounty. Okay, so that's just I have a bounty on my head and it's not going away, so I'm just going to put it over here. I can't get another one, so just gained a wound. Just mildly irritating. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Interesting. Alright, here's what's going to happen. I'm playing this card. Then I'm going to play this one. I reveal the top card of my deck. I'd get to draw it. Okay, so that's 3 attack, 4, 5, 9. And since I played a Merc card, that's 9. Okay, so wait, no, that was 9. Let me do that again. 3, 4, 5, 9, 13. I can KO a wound, but I get half a point for each hero in the KO pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 13 plus 2.5 is 15.5. I get to attack Macho. I rescue these 2 Chimichangas and fight. Rescue a bystander for each bounty on your head on other players. Okay, so I don't get those. That's fine. Okay. Whatever. It's okay. Okay, so he's still at 15, but I got to attack him, so that's good. I got 2.5 recruit points. We'll leave it at that. Okay. Awesome. Okay, there's hope. It's possible that I can actually win this, but it's gonna take some serious attack values on each hand. I'm running low on those villain cards over there. I've got about 5, 6 more hands to go, and then we'll see. All right, so that's how that's gonna work. All right, here we go. Here's a Chimichanga, another Chimichanga, another Chimichanga. Yeah, that just kind of ruined it. Ambush. Captures a bystander during your turn, and he gets plus equal to the highest cost that I played. So he's a 3. So if I can get to... it doesn't work. Okay, so he's a 10, he's a 15. No, he's an 11. He's a 15. Yikes. Alright, well, I'm going to draw a card. That's 3 attack. Interesting. Okay, 3 attack. 4, 5, 7.5, 11.5 attack points. That came out of nowhere. 11.5. That means I can fight Sluggo. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Which just only makes this impossible because, you know, I shouldn't do that. That doesn't make any sense. Don't do that, right? Leave it alone. 11.5. He becomes a 9, so I'll just take Taskmaster. Fine. I can KO a wound from my hand or any player's discard pile. Don't have any. If I used... I'll just take 2 recruit points and we'll leave it at that. Alright, so I could have done excessive violence on Taskmaster, but I'll just leave it alone. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, because I've got... Yeah, well, unfortunately, folks, that's a draw. So, Evil didn't win, but it was a draw. So, yay, that's a plus in that sense, but... you know, didn't get very far. He got really high, so that's tough, right? So you don't want to necessarily wipe out all the Deadpool's friends right away because that makes Macho really hard to hit. But if you let him escape, especially with Chimichangas, also he can win. So that's a harder scheme than it appeared at first in my head when I thought about how that might play out. So there you go. That's it. A draw on this one. That's round 2. Thanks a lot for checking it out. We will see you next time.